There we go. That's the right map. Anyway, welcome back to Kharak Cup 11. Back into the qualifier. We're in round 3 here, and this game between Shrike and BlueBoo. Now let me check the... I can't remember what games these guys have played, but if I just look at the list of games, I can remember who won. Well, the Shrike versus A game in round 1, I'm sure he doesn't feel too bad about that one, but he definitely did not come out on top. Then he beat Maze, so he's going 1-1 for now. Blue, meanwhile, I believe has lost both of his games so far. Is that not so? I think so. He played against Evers in the last match, and I don't think he won that one. Yeah, because the Assault Cruiser's killed off Scary. I remember that now. It's a pretty memorable moment. Right. So, Shrike definitely wants to win this game. If he won this one and he won the next one, yeah, he would probably be in the upper bracket, but I don't know. If he wins this game, he's going to be up against some of the top tier players, and it's unlikely he would make that. But he'll still want to go for the Chai, and this is definitely how it starts. He needs to win this match here. Blue, meanwhile, still hasn't got a win just yet. He's going to want to take this one to get into that lower bracket. So I talked about this in the last video too. Maybe I'll just clarify what the system is. But there's an upper bracket and a lower bracket. Both of them will take 4 players. We got 12 players in the qualifier, so there's going to be a semifinals and then a finals in both of the brackets, right? So if you want to advance, you need to be at least in the top 8, and if you want to advance with a chance to win the tournament, you have to be in the top 4. So it's an exclusive environment. Anyway, Shrike going Support Cruiser first in this game. He has already got an LAV fabrication though. I see him do that pretty often. Blue, meanwhile, what is he going for? It looks like some sand skimmers with his production cruiser here. He's made a blast drone as well. He'll be going for a little bit of field control here in the opener. And you know what I've said about Blue previously. He often goes for this, but then doesn't really, take too much advantage of it. You can see him, yeah, backing away from the Space Runner here, for example. I'd love to see him just be a little bit more proactive here. Not using the guard command, but instead just going out there, seeing what damage he can do. Because he's already, he's already damaged the Base Runner enough, right? And if you can force out a turret, you're going to be very happy with this. I think Shrike is just going to put it down anyway, but maybe he's waiting to see if he actually gets pressured or not. Another thing to remember, if you'll just keep your blast drone nearby this Base Runner. Yep, turret goes down, by the way. If you'll just keep your blast drone nearby that Base Runner, you can take out the turret in one shot, which would be really nice. But unfortunately, Blue not going to go for that. Turret is up now. There is a little bit of a hill there, so not going to be able to shoot at those LAVs just yet. Base Runner looks like wants to go for this artifact, though. This could be a bit pokey. Speaking of pokey, though, that turret is pretty nasty. Blue immediately going to go after it, which is good, but I don't know if he's got the DPS to actually take this one out with that many sand skimmers. Another one comes in to join the bunch. Yeah, okay, he'll take this out. I guess that was a bit of an overreaction. I think maybe what I was thinking is how many sand skimmers he needed to take it out without taking any losses. Not totally sure, but anyway, sand skimmers come in here as well. Starting to chew up on that Base Runner again. Blast Drone's still just chilling. The main base looks awfully weak to me. There is definitely a possibility that, you can come in there and do some damage, but Blue can't know this. He hasn't really been doing any scouting, so it's hard to say for him. But Assault Ship Fabrication comes out here, and now there's a real chance that Blue could go for an Assault Ship push into the midline there, and I would love to see that. That'd be really nice. Turret post goes down there, and it looks like Blue is in a position to deny this Base Runner. So that's very good for him. That's an opener he'll be happy with. 2 turrets have gone down for nothing. Artifact gets denied. That's a lot of money down the drain for Shrike. Blue, probably knowing he's not the favorite in this match, going to be very happy to get that kind of an opener. Refinery mode comes out for him. Honestly, I'd actually like to see him not get that. I'd like to see him just make another production cruiser. Actually, his PC is in a little bit of danger here, though. And again, it's easy for me to say this kind of stuff. I can see the entire map. I know exactly what's happening. But from his perspective, maybe it does make more sense not to. He hasn't really seen any tells that his opponent is going for eco just yet, but that is indeed the case. Assault Ship coming out already. That's always nice to see. I hope he doesn't use the blast drone on the AV. No, it's such a waste. I mean, yeah, like you get some damage on this, but this is like a very tanky unit. There's no reason to do this, I don't think. He's also going to attack it with the sand skimmers, and again, I don't totally see the purpose there. But the Assault Ship is finished now, and Assault Ships will win against AVs basically every time. So that's fine with him. And battlecruiser fabrication goes out for Shrike, you madman. He's done this before, but he's going to do it again. I really hope that works, and honestly it might. We've got assault ships on the field already. But I love battlecruisers. They were like offered in the last game, but then not actually used. I was so mad. Yeah, I hope to see that lead to some kind of a good result. Now, Blue could put down the smoke here to stop the AAVs from damaging him, but I don't know if he's going to do that. Definitely wants to power up his carrier at least, though, right? Okay, he's going to put 2 power in the weapons. Base rare smoke could be used to save those salvagers, by the way, but unfortunately not going to be used for that purpose. And this has drawn all the assault ships back into Blue's base, which is fair. I mean, he is getting attacked there, but that means the possibility for counterplay has been neutralized, and Shrike can emerge quite safely on 3 bases here. So this is starting to look pretty bad for Blue, actually. It doesn't look like much has changed, like 1 salvager went down, that's it, but actually this represents a pretty big sway in power, just that these AAVs have been able to do this. And they are still going for damage. I mean, look how many Sandskimmers they've killed first off. Look at the units lost stat here. You can see Blue lost way more than he needs to because he keeps trying to fight these guys with Sandskimmers. But he's also going to take out another Salvager over there. I think they're finally going to get taken out, but it's been a little too long if you ask me. There they go. Battlecruiser fabrication is finished now. Shrike, just make battlecruisers, man. I want to see him this early. It would be really unexpected. It'd be really powerful. Oh, and there's that radar guided missiles upgrade again. Yeah. In case you didn't catch that from the last video, a little PSA here. It does nothing. Don't ever get it. Like literally, it changes nothing except that there's a bonus that the apparently it actually does change like the turn speed of the turret or something, but it's like barely noticeable at all. The only other change that it makes is that the Vet 4 bonus, where you fire 2 missiles instead of 1, goes away. So you don't want to get that upgrade. It's a trap. Assault ship's still just kind of, you know, stuck back doing guard duty here. Come on, Shrike, make battlecruiser. Yes, he's doing it. I mean, this is not going to be expected at all from Blue. It's way too early. He's got nothing to hold it off. Need a couple of missile ships to take out a battlecruiser. And again, I'll reiterate this from earlier games. You don't need to get blind anti-air like this if you scout your opponent with, you know, Sandskimmers and stuff. It's a lot cheaper, and it frees up your tech to do, you know, air of your own or siege cruisers or railguns, something that'd be much more valuable to you. Blue expanding on that 3rd base right now, and I have said before that one thing I'd really like to see him do is just expand more often, so I am happy to see it. That much is for sure. Assault ship's going to brutalize that AAV, but actually the AAV is the one that's done the damage. Again, no movement at all from those assault ships toward the weak base locations. And that battlecruiser is out, which would be the perfect counter to this. But it looks like Blue finally moving out here, and that battlecruiser is pretty slow. I think we all know that much. In fact, right now it's just kind of derping around over here. Probably on a guard command. No, that's actually a rally point. That's curious. Yeah, he really needs to get that thing moving. Those assault ships are getting closer. Siege cruiser fabrication on the way now for Blue, but that's countered actually quite nicely by battlecruisers. Ordinary siege is a counter to battlecruisers, but Con F siege definitely not. BC's still not spotted actually by that Sandskin, which I find pretty funny. Artifact goes down now for Blue, so that's the scoreline being 2-0. And in this point, it's like Shrike has just waited way too long with these battlecruisers. Really needed to move them out on the field, and now he's going to have some trouble. No, Blue! No, you can't stand still here! Okay, there we go. He's moving out. Sorry, I didn't think he was going to. AAV just kind of terrorizing the backlines again here. And once again, Sandskimmer sent out to deal with it. That'll work in large numbers, but it's not really ideal. Assault ship's going to get some really good damage done here. But unfortunately, he's got no no. The reason I'm saying no is because this is where you want to go. Yeah, okay, he actually is moving there. Never mind. Whew. He scared me for a second. Okay, so battlecruiser is just gonna brutalize these assault ships here. That won't be too hard for it. And these guys going where they need to go, which is right into the main base. I would actually split one of them there and have one of them go over here. But Blue's gonna be like, oh shoot, and railgun fabrication is on the way now. That's what he needs, but it's gonna be pretty slow now. This is one nasty unit, man. And there's another one coming out on this side too. Oh my gosh. Support cruiser's back there. Carrier's gonna go over here and reset up that base. And that was pretty good eco damage done by Blue, but I think it's gonna be reciprocated and then some over here. Siege cruiser is coming out now for Blue, but it's gonna be finished pretty late, and railgun fabrication's still not even done. About 15 seconds to go on that. He's just got no answer to this, and I think he's just gonna get choked to death by the battle cruisers down the throat tactic. It's a nasty one. There are 4 of them on the field right now. Here they come, over the dune. Down goes the base runner, didn't take too long. Assault ship's doing what they can, but as you can see, that's not much. And they're just driving straight for that carrier. They've got no interest in anything else. I don't think they should. Missile ship barrage comes down, but it's actually a miss. One siege cruiser about ready to pop, but there's, you know. So anyway, I think that's going to be game right there. Shrike targeting that siege cruiser first. There is one heavy railgun out over here doing a little bit of damage, and Shrike smokes for it. He's afraid, man. Yeah, let me tell you how this should go down. You right click on that thing, and then you win the game. There you go. And it doesn't matter how much damage you take from railguns, whatever the heck else, that carrier is gonna go down. Battle cruisers, man. They win the game for him. And you know what? That's the thing about battle cruisers is that, like, yeah, they're weak to railguns, they're hard to use, but if you can get them in the right scenario, you know, they're just game ending. Just because the damage output is so huge. It's huge, man. That's definitely how they're meant to be used, is against an opponent who's just gonna go for assault ships like that. Just like, alright, well, in we go. And just take him out, right? Obviously, it's usually a little bit harder than that, but there is some pretty good historical, you know, like, precedence, I guess you'd say, of like battle cruisers being used in really nice ways like that. So, well done to Shrike. Well done to Shrike. He's gonna be happy with that, and he's got a chance, I think, now to move up onto the upper bracket as long as he wins his next game. So, pressure's gonna be on him for sure in the next one. But I guess I will catch you in the next one. Oh. Till then.